Yano, ya de hon semino eba. Mamisha semfen free Liverpool bobu kuni. At the time our club, ebefa Liverpool bobu kuni. Obe build a formidable squad, a strong squad that will compete here, England and Europe. Now club team no obese say no. Obenya a right back in the shape of Arnold, and Obenya a left back in the shape of Robertson. So two players we Arnold and Robertson. Ebe key and important players at the club. Necessary. How was he born the ball? How was he attacking? And how was he do a muduma? Club team no say no. Arnold and Robertson 2 and 3 number boy you know. Nanya the kitwa. Obeshe the kind of numbers some of them are leave of. See a bubble season a na Arnold or right back, Robertson or left back. Number of chances some create assist from them Liverpool team no. E can who be and the man Liverpool for a year successful under club. Won't mean you saw two players with influence and fame free almost success story. Mena can say Arnold or from junior side nearby or free bobu kuni. Robertson, Amukofani free Hull City, £8 million. Also, so the next 2 to 3 years, Liverpool won't me rely on some players. So Arnold ne Robertson, Omo era no, you bet Maka say a berry ye, a bro my successful with Liverpool. Liverpool for say drain that into a more drain the new fullbacks are. Ombe you sue the next 2 to 3 years, and 5 years. Any day say Liverpool for SSA. And said you'll be any no right back in the Liverpool. I mean, no can say Jeremy Frimpong here. We're passing the medicals. And then Liverpool for exchange documents with Liverpool's informer BBR. Jeremy Frimpong, the only Liverpool here, or activating 35 million euros. Jeremy Frimpong, ever Liverpool team no, as the right back. And it is somewhere where we had the Liverpool for near say, Ken. Bomb of phone ya Liverpool for bid natum. Milos Kekes. The ever we actually say Liverpool for ne bomb of phone ya we our moya Liverpool for bid natum. Now Liverpool for bid omidi kind of coin. The first bid, £35 million plus add-ons 5. Now bomb of phone to by a Liverpool for kakra. No report say most likely say bomb of phone Liverpool for bid not. Now last week, and Liverpool paying for Ekoshia Fali Ramadani. Say super agents and I say agents are recently omuye Juma Pana Fali Ramadani Kamubi. So last week, and Fali Ramadani any Liverpool for Shaye and omuye Bibia boy ninyaji tumu Fali Ramadani enyaji tumi agent for Obeje. Our boy in the Bible signed contract to 2030. Ediama Liverpool team no. Waka yes. The reason why a man Milos Kekes editum so bobo Liverpool yes say Real Madrid and Man City no mo ba ho ni no. It seems Liverpool for project no. Omo promising enough playing time. Brante no say Liverpool dey bet maboa no. So as it stands now, personal terms is called Bejo Liverpool any issue by a way the good news ni say Brante friend say Milos Kekes bomb of no Liverpool for bid no edia 2. Now the major reason why am Liverpool for settle on this boy say Liverpool for omu data analyst any omu data room no omu see if it is a brand any free AZ Alkmaar ebe PM or bomb of English Premier League no 2 seasons ni wetimi adapt wetimi settle very well in the Premier League ni age ni very good for omu project or 21 years so the next 5 to 6 years Akrebe to perform at the highest level. Ediama Liverpool. Ne style of play no effort slot the open. Yes, slot catch Liverpool for say open right back and left back. Or more pace, or more influence attack. Jeremy Frimpong in Sadi and Milos Kekes and him Sadi Etini naka hona Liverpool for settle on this ball. So as it stands now, se bibia ansesa next season no Liverpool for right back. Ebeye Jeremy Frimpong, or left back, ebeye Milos Kekes. So start 2 players way and the new face at Liverpool in terms of fullback area and this summer a Liverpool camp. Last month and I'm the betuja essay. Manchester United Koshia Matheus Cunha no. And from Manchester United they struggle no. Matheus Cunha catch Manchester for say Obebo Manchester team no. And my last month with the sad story number 2 with him. Now the other story na sa page biem and any say. Manchester for penny for a meeting, no say Manchester United for omo use strategic purchases and omo use. In transfers, there were different types of transfers. Your Galactico dear or your the future transfer, your tactical transfer or. But in the case of Manchester United, this season, and after the new season, Manchester United ever use the strategic purchases. The exchange now you say on be free coach, on be from accounts department, on be free brands department, on be free every department in their transfer. So say departments ni now you okay. Na on bet me ako for sa player na and on be jatum. So the ama Matheus Cunha the na sa page biem ni say after some Manchester United departments ni nyina akoye meeting no oma pass a branch and say obetimi akọ ade na eye problem kakra ne say na omo train the finance department of Manchester United as to say obetima approve say Manchester United betima tiska akoto na by enra the finance department of Manchester United man penyimfo na approve say Manchester United sika sem no ebetima allow Manchester am obetima say abranti we by ni papa will push for this deal for Manchester United. I am Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim and the pushy kesiye powerful say a branch of friends Matheus Cunha eba join the Manchester. Now according to sources, you see Ruben Amorim or what 3 major key reasons why I know see your power brand TV. One, you play or benefit the system and the style of play. On say Amorim bought 3 back. We bought 2 number 6, 2 number 10s. That's the D6, D10. Won't fin. Now, Matheus Cunha said, team now we see a kind currently. Wolves for no, on the same system. Into a probia or Bible number 10 rule behind the main striker. Matheus Cunha FTS our style of play no. So I'm going to take Sadia no. And you see Ruben Amorim catch on say, apart from our player no FTS system no, or some probia or adding numbers to Manchester United next season. And no cre. So offer branch of friends Matheus Cunha this season 15 goals, 6 assists in the Premier League. Into 3 more numbers. And on some probia or ye versatile. Obenya sa versatility in that player. Matheus Cunha 8 me as a striker and number 10 and a number 8. And to my player friend say Ruben Amorim and they pushing for this deal. So we be am beboma abranti and also so join Manchester United because enra Manchester United so a departmental meeting e course no departments ni na pass Matheus Cunha say Manchester United dey betimi assign no. Me kopie mo Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid for e kopie mo Milan. Na Atiko foko pie mo Milano ana omde impenyimfo kodi nkomo na ne nyane ye say Atletico Madrid foko busa AC Milan say oma brantie na e friend Rafael Leao no ne ho nsem te sen na AC Milan for are ready to sell Rafael Leao ana Milan for aka cha Atletico Madrid for say omo de omo mpre omo se so ombeton Rafael Leao by say Atletico Madrid for are ready so ombeton Rafael Leao omo de omo da go. The here say omumbetu abrante release clause 175 million euros. And Atletico Madrid for see okay ate. Any ye ko bom penyimfo amane ne asaba. So Atletico Madrid confirm akoye enquiries about Rafael Leao from AC Milan. And yet Atletico Madrid needs commitment ya. Omuska because recently who petim ba ko otiska to players pa na enkofa adwen shedan ko ba Atletico Madrid for etiska kese pa. Check the amount of medical for Joao Felix. And then buy 127.2 million euros. Nenye skaketwa. Those say may installment by the end omutia says kano. Es come medical for Julian Alvarez they buy 75 million euros. Enye skaketwa. Omoko Monaco ekofa Thomas Lima 72 million euros. Enkofa ntiasie. Recently Diego Costa 60 million euros from Chelsea to Atletico Madrid. So say yen spend this kano Atletico Madrid for 8 million spending. By Ken Rafael Leao to Atletico Madrid. Na Diego Simeone ne ye coach a etwetwe so kakra because one Diego Simeone about 2 formation. Either so about 4-4-2. 4-4-2 no. E be den for Rafael Leao. 3 back and Anselmo Bon. I just say Rafael Leao wing back e be den. So say Diego Simeone ne wo ho dia. Na Atletico Madrid for Rafael Leao no etwetwe so because Rafael Leao e perform very well under 4-3-3. Our mu use a wide press system no operating from the left side. So Atletico Madrid for catch AC Milan for say omo ko no masaba na ken story bi amati na ewia we no menim dia ma story we mem pese meka se nya no kure no what say Liverpool ni Hurricane in sentem no boboba no Liverpool ni Hurricane ameti story na am say debi Hurricane join ni Liverpool Hurricane and dia ma story no media chire pani e say nipa no breaki Jeremy Frimpong to Liverpool. Milos Kekes to Liverpool o breaking the last year December. Sani pana na be breaking story. Yes, so you insider with Liverpool.
So Hurricane the about Liverpool or more defending league.
Because where do you hear me?
As Arsenal season 7.
Because anka ekoye obi anka meka say obwa. By nipa no breaki Milos Kekes. Jeremy Frimpong o breaking the 2024 December. Sani pana na be breaking story your friend Ivan. Na story we nyame aduma echi na metwetwem e dia ba. Barcelona aka no ache Bayern for Barca'S.
So manenko.
Omuso manenko. Boy ni so say onko. Na unu se Bayern for omo ye mafia. Omo contact Abranti we. Anom ka chen say sa defensive midfield role no say Frankie de Jong e say your story no kra. Frankie de Jong e be number 1. Say Barca'S Mark Bernard so ba because at the time na Mark Bernard empire no kra na nka ebo. Enti now they won ka ho. Enti say na Frankie de Jong etna. Mark Bernard eba no. Antwe ya ba be the third choice. Enti bra Bayern nanka defensive midfield role no bebo.
No, onye obeko.
Yes, boy ni say dey bi onko oje Barcelona project ni di. Ana Hansi Flick so aka che dey ko say Frankie de Jong, Mark Bernard and Casado no. They in terms of aggression or you very combative you we.
That's about no money.
Oh, but I won't say on how to managing the players no. Until games we will bet me so Bayern for no side you know off.
A few transfers no assassin temper assassin break and so at the moment that was coping time the work happening in Australia and also Bremo Kakramami.
Okay. Transfers in 7 no the tiene say Barcelona nkwada no. Say minim so what like Bibia. It would be difficult to convince them. In any case, say individual be cry on Barcelona no. I will never advise him to go for to go to Bayern Munich. Sa number 6-1 say Drobi na shewo. Nkwada bi o matona be obi a emfa.
Na omunkra no omo teams for ma efa.
Patch why mo?
Barcelona nkra. So be for bi mo de omo team ma.
Oh, send ya na dependent on individual basis.
You check one Cantara and Fabregas no. Okay, Fabregas that.
So no quantum
Cantara.
I hardly will you see these guys leave La Masia. On say let me okay, so let me my main car must be. You see Barcelona boys no. Laporta omati group B. Amame for any papa for group you go school no. Na e wo PTA Parent Teacher Association. Barcelona Hansi Flick buy no. Some quadano doors. You see when you are controlling big stars are you different. Who controlling quada also different. Now they were finding ways of making your first are controlling quadano. One of the ideas they say, and they should form association outside the footballers. And now what Barcelona can? Barcelona say in our normal football and as a Ghana a balance like a PTA no. Barcelona war parents association who. Coaches need deals directly with the parents. Nkwadane papa na omo maame no. Omo your group they are very close to the team. Coach they deal direct with them. Able a place where we are stubborn. They go directly to the parents. I mean, the reason why this is important. Some of the Barcelona games now saying even in the Champions League, omo to kwaya omo say ebi a place mienu miensa and 9 omo maame no ma papa no di echire. Sa group no. Say omo appoint say Pedri papa na say omo be appoint no Fernando Gonzalez no wada go pay. Mami ka some chill. Mami Samsung mamu reminder me. One say and no wa be video bi an pay be video bi say Pedri time of Barcelona for a J trophy ni wie no. Na Pedri bo penalty na ni papa chi no. Omo ye bi wo Euros ni mu. Ye ritual omo ye nti say no. Se trophy bi aba Pedri e bobo na ni papa chi no. Ni papa was a goalkeeper. No what I say if they say ni papa Pedri papa and I in charge of some parent group no. Me ba chonti ase wo. It is say if it's here this is what Barcelona intends to do. Barcelona control via their parents. It will be a very difficult situation. Miss Aquadabi Becca said, "Me qua Barcelona Becca say yam penny Aquadabi Becco." Say, unlike clubs, Libya, so stars say stars. They are normally what they do is that they control them via their girlfriends or their wives. And nothing I'm maybe England for better works, but some young Quada. To say Barcelona, La Masia, don't do one and yes, someone in La Masia fool. Don't do one, majority of them here. La Masia guys, then they will use their parents to control them. I think, say, and you're bad. But they will be difficult for them to move. Ken, Maman, come in some. A Ballon d'Or, no. Officially, dates are Babonti. Now, last year, yeah, Ballon d'Or no October. Ken, this year, you're in September. Nature say 1 month earlier. Now, I don't know what you think about whether the date is going to play a role or not. Now, dates, no, the money is important. No say, recency bias plays major role in data. You bebo and as you best events. No, can't tell me. Ubetimi abobo pa during the season. But say beto aba. Na sa 1 month before about one. Sa wo san. One ready a vote no ebeye based on who is performing within that period, you know. And so Brony say recency bias. So it plays major role. Now, say beto aba no and say be events no September. It's you be start this season na August, September. It's just 1 month into the season. 1 month, you know. Wow, bebo and obenya sa votes, no sa recency bias votes, no within sa 1 month. So una obenya. I want you to see here. And they say Ballon d'Or, Mr. and October bio. Yeah, ba in September. Now, this leads me to this conversation. Can you be Mason Greenwood? I idea or be quiet about it. One said Dembele is getting the numbers, but Greenwood, when you call Dembele numbers, you see people are very quiet about this incident. Dembele, he has been doing what this is now. Accept it. Okuta 21 French league and goals, but Mason Greenwood, weekend also said 21 goals. You see this boy, not even the English tablets. They are not even mentioning this guy.
Greenwood did you? But you are meaning says someone that's
Harriet. I am that's what
Harriet to be no one.
Oh, some that's so chimpana.
And so we don't know say Saudi see because this boy says Obama Jamaica.
They can with the England idea.
And Manchester United and man of Rome Gina. And I said it is about could be traffic and say Omicron to trophy beer. More from one the papa be on your current. Almost the so good. Almost
I see him okay. Greenwood has been through difficult times. What's ne fear 1 year? Obano. Oko tested the mindset Hetefe he performed well. After Hetefe, Waba Marcel last year myself for the 8th. Or the Marcel I bet also second. Marcel about Champions League. Top scorer in the French league. Ken Akwawi. He deserves a lot of mentioning, but very unfortunate to say, among 4 money team. One other player I also want to highlight today. Ken, this season, number 8, Ben Abobo, HN Declan Rice.
Yeah, Rice. And I never comes there was what should go ahead. Why me go so? Nanzay
or Hitibon. You see, this is what Arsenal in mobile. Arsenal performance now about for Minty. It looks like individual plays we are failing to honor them.
Okay.
Can truth be told, Boa Declan Rice about this season. Saboni be said, even if Martin Odegaard had given Arsenal 80% of what Declan Rice gave Arsenal, and coming out so say Arsenal, Bob Renye say. See, say 8 now, Bono, and can not on for goals and can give the whole. I feel no the goals neighbor, but can not say attention neighbor Declan Rice about general play. should be told this guy only David Raya, 2 Arsenal players I will say boldly say this season on my performing much respect to them. Ken, Manchester City, my man kebi problem I want to say, we cannot beat teams at a ball low block. You understand? Southampton ball. City ball 72% of ball possession. Okay. You know Crystal Palace, you ball 78% of ball possession. You know Southampton game, the City ball 26 shots. And I know you know Crystal Palace, you ball 23 shots into 2 games. City about 49 shots on win share goal. Haaland Jinem, Kevin De Bruyne Jinem, Savinho Jinem, Doku Jinem, Mamouche Obien. Okay. Problem is that we cannot break teams on low blocks. Interestingly, 2 teams in about 5 at the back. Almost City deep one. Now City are prepare ball unnecessarily, sir. Almost lose ball no normal City counter attack. No matter what City. Solution. Ken, solution is say. Pep Guardiola will have to tweak things. I mean, what things mean? They say, boys, not talk about Jerry, no. Okay. Impact of Media City, no. It has not been much because weekendy I was watching Manchester City. Coach is a cover Yari, and your double pivot, your boy Bernardo Silva, and a Kevin De Bruyne. Meanwhile, my Pep Guardiola artistica koto Nico Gonzalez at the bench. Now I'm saying, oh, more bony be or Tony be here day. Pep say Kuzanov. And I know man Nico Raleigh bebo boni beans na Kuzanov in your boni bimbo. Kuzanov was Manchester City's best player before he ever dropping. No problem. We'll say or back four and say 0% a year stable. Okay, yati. Then the next moment, Akanji buy ya wa Akanji. Wa bebo boni be when jina center back Akanji ko jina 2. Onwe mu kra na nse ne ball no form. What some farmer ne ko jina 2. What happened to the statement that Pep Guardiola be can say? Sa boys no or person maintaining the back four. So today Pep Guardiola says this. The next morning, no one no. Says, hey, they can say it was Manchester City finds a way to beat Bournemouth. And yes, young because I am imagining say, see, if City plays in the Europa Cup next season, City targets you will not get it.
But that's say, your friend is your another bad news for City. For this, I'm pulling out area. And just in Manchester City, for this, almost the whole package are too expensive. Almost a crown of the package in a year cotton or secure the best money you can in a bomb fee at Dawson. It is City actual.
And no moon I got to Jagrelation.
Morgan Gates, why? A City, this boy. And this is a City airport.
Came Pacho, Yempeno. David became Mr. Yempeno. Yempeno. David Mr. Kenny, Nidia Moa, Yempeno. Yempeno. Now, what is Kakoto Jagrel is over 100. Now, Sako Fupa, we are serious, Kakro.
Just for Anvet, since I pay by phone call, Mr. Package.
The Liverpool,
Mr. Liverpool. Since Bayern Liverpool. Tight race, City out. Morgan Gibbs White, a very good player.
Mr. Nidia Moa, Yempeno.
Go for a job with Rodrigo Mingaway.
Yempeno.
Yena nyamiase sadi achi na yenda loss na tifu nyina said o mujibre no mutie show. Kena mama shase yemfamfiri ba bia oni kwakudi wie na Manchester City. Na kwaku ka say City share teams on mobile low block at Manchester City brand. It has been a long-standing problem for teams that are mobile possessive football. The best way to get results from them is to defend and defend very well. And to be kaya in the days. Say Pep Guardiola Barcelona, Asia Manchester United, or share Manchester United with ease. Because that's Alex Ferguson in Nima the country as a coach Yakola Ketwawi. No Nico defend it. No Jaima Pep Guardiola Bobono. He felt Pep Guardiola starting coaching, he's too young. And maybe I said that Barcelona way through. No, I said Manchester United said your pay. But Obesia Jose Mourinho Chelsea. A baby game Liberia no more complaining. Said Chelsea a packet bass and our Mabo na nyefe and a whole lot. But the baby no money resource now or Mutiano, no more the call. And the teams no more possessing football. like the Pep Guardiola type, the Barcelona type. At the team a total defense. And I'll bet media show now the results. And Oliver Glasner being an experienced manager, and him sad, you know, it will quite be fast on Manchester City. No, the results. And you're quite unfortunate. So City about this beautiful football, or good football, or possessing what dictated the pace of the game. But I bet we ask, you know, my Manchester City and results, not team no defending any results. But then again, you ask yourself, say, is this the first time at ABC ever football? It happens. Maybe in the Champions League. Barcelona and Celtic. Barcelona bought as much as 89% of possession. Emma Celtic bought just 11. You realize the Sabena Victor Wanyama more Celtic. You realize no match Barcelona 2-1. Now I found the end of the call. So at certain stages, you deploy a tactics or a system to get the needed results. And I know Oliver Glasner here. I am happy for him personally. A man at the point now there was so much pressure on him. Sir, Crystal Palace come over person who be done because I'm feel say the into the buy no on TV nya say adwuma nfa after winning the Europa Cup with Eintracht Frankfurt near akwa forward as a manager and your results win but he has transformed the Crystal Palace team and certain other players individually team ni mo ball the man results so kudos to him getting Crystal Palace their first ever major trophy since the club. I think that is something good for a manager. It is Oliver Glasner, and kudos to them. They have done very well. Ken, my two coaches be on a free club mo. Now I'm say I go back to the club. Now near man come kind for mo. And a lot of the time, so you see a coach be person go back to team of free mo. And I say you see a team be a coach. But a person say go fan a bar. Now man for be questions. The second coming the be ye, and I say any ye. In as much as said there have been a lot of coaches on my there are also a few ones on at the a typical example is Job Heynckes. Job Heynckes free by Munich. He later got back. Or back in Yama kind man to the extent say or the Bayern Munich Bobo J treble. Continental treble for that matter. And Yama Koye and so Eddie Amano. You will just say Mourinho. The second coming was Chelsea. Now he said but at least coming back over G League. Recently, Carlo Ancelotti into so Real Madrid. The second coming out of Real Madrid, things hasn't been bad except this season. Even with this season, Grampono, and yet that bad. And the Madrid expectation in the Wasro, and no Namana Kwasa. It's the end found a lot of the coaches. Almost free club, no more Barca'S. Second coming, other coaches almost I am Yamako Yemomo. In Komoya, me Dean and I, Papa, friend is Eric Ten Hag. Ken, there are reports a free Netherlands neighbor. Say yes, episode almost I go for Eric Ten Hag, and then the bias Bobo Kunim. Eric Ten Hag, about Manchester United, and Yaman Konkayan Famano, and I'm paying for Jan Coin, and all the free team in Koya. But at Ajax, Papa me here, Juma Levy and Mark, and Bobo Kunim. Before I acquire Ajax, now for 5 solid seasons, as big as Ajax is, no one to win the Dutch era division, or Netherlands, or call your Diomoko J. And you 2 league titles and so on. Any other domestic trophies, the Dutch Cup and the GG Bima. Ken, after say Ajax edge Champions League, the last one in 1995, 96 almost signed call finals, 1997 and almost signed to call semi-finals. Since then, to get to the semi-final stage of the Champions League, now a problem. It is since 1997 for 22 solid years. Papa, your friend is Eric Ten Hag, and I signed to do a mobile call the Champions League semi-final in the year 2018-2019 season. Until he left a mark Ajax Bobo Kurimo. Now they feel that things are not going right since he left. To get to that stage of the Champions League about a problem. It's only few say Nyama Nkwanka will be honum. As I see one year Jumaye. Now a maybe a champ or before your team Nyama Koye de Maye. Aside these things, or build a young side and almost some win some football. About 185 matches. In all competitions, no I shall around 504 goals, a free scoring team, and or build the ma omo. It was Kaisa Papani available. Omo person omo faneba, no babaya Juma de Mamo. It's in as much say there are other coaches who come back to their former clubs, and Yaman Koyeno. I feel say I say nin komono, not a hard susuntum, non conquer relanchen home ewo, na Jumana or ye in the past. On take a cue from a Carlo Ancelotti no dear. And a Job Heynckes no there, non come back, non conquer fire Ajax club no. And Samson Fanya Juma so na you ye, so the omo no. Ken Kakebi on Barcelona. Play a friend on a year Frankie de Jong. One man and say, but some 24% will renew and also more extend their branch in the contract. but adeɛ baako aka ɛyɛ sika sɛ aberanteɛ no nti wo wages so na on extend the contract na on tena Barcelona so we Frankie de Jong and I say me Frankie de Jong quickly meti ase na ma extend the contract na ma temi wages so na ma tena Barcelona can a lot of the time so bet is a player prepare player anya fit onya consistent availability aye problem e dey am player na at the time will be a team ni be hia na am fa won quality okita no the sidelines team ni timi nyusi ni mfa nya results a e be ba bonte na team ni ba beton player no e be ba na ye transfer list player no e be ba na mpanifo person mu free team nim because the ye hia o de wa ye ye ntimi nya won fa won ye say plenty but for a team like Barcelona they decided to mo be keep fit in the player Frankie de Jong o prepare na Barca for you ready say omo be hwa Abrante na man won tor because omo with the kind of quality Abrante ni possess a lot of times coach and friend say Eric Ten Hag try so be for Abrante and the number Manchester United anytime you be Kobiano na Barcelona and person obeja Abrante na man akọ even one injuries have Abrante no they stuck with him looking at the quality of money who Abrante ni mu and for a team like Barcelona to do that it tells the kind of trust and la one reporter interview here 2 days ago waka say Abrante no omo need omo a lot of quality in the play omo ready to omo be man akọ because Ora Barcelona ball no mo he's their tempo setter and he does it to perfection. Ebi obehwe Rafinha nom, obehwe Lamine Yamal nom, omo man numbers, omo hwe goals. But a man tell omo control game ni won feeling won dey Barcelona no. One press resistant player, no matter pressure be man no, e dey to obeje ball dey feeling them Frankie de Jong or detect the pace of the game very well. Or not direct the Barcelona play. E won feeling won dey team no. And such a player with this kind of quality, oni ho turn no. Ball na all body was through bebre ne dey. Minim die ntia sasa o mane ko what project na se awie no na o fa a new player e de na ba se omra mechem afei na o ba be adapt na what me abo games so both parties in common ye na nko ye na Abrante and ntina because he's shown with a little time or ye fit ma Barcelona no so our quality all be bo boko de ken